What would you do if the home you'd poured your heart into wasn't yours at all? I stood in the driveway of the old Victorian house, the deed clutched in my hand like a lifeline. The air was thick with the scent of rain-soaked earth, and the fading sunlight painted the house's peeling facade in shades of amber. I'd spent months scraping together every penny to buy this Placia fixer-upper with creaky floors and a history I didn't yet know. To me, it was more than a house. It was a fresh start after years of drifting, a chance to build something permanent. But permanence, I was about to learn, is a fragile dream. The trouble started when I unlocked the front door for the first time. The lock was stiff, the key barely turning, but I pushed through, stepping into a dimly lit foyer. Dust motes danced in the slanted light, and the air smelled of mildew and something sweeter vanilla, maybe. Before I could take another step, a woman's voice shrieked from the shadows. "It's my house." I froze. A figure emerged from the kitchen, her face flushed with fury. She was in her 50s, with wild gray curls and a flour-dusted apron. In her hands was a half-eaten chocolate cake, which she hurled at me with surprising force. The cake splattered across my chest, frosting smearing my jacket. "Get out," she screamed. "This is my home." I stumbled back, heart pounding. "Who bought this place?" I stammered, holding up the deed. "The papers are signed. It's mine." "Liar," she spat, her eyes blazing. "I've lived here for 20 years. You think you can just waltz in and steal it?" Her name, I later learned, was Evelyn. She claimed the house had been her family's for decades, passed down through generations. She spoke of her late husband, who'd carved their initials into the oak tree out back, and her daughter, who'd taken her first steps on these floors. Her story was so vivid, so raw, that doubt crept into my mind. Had there been a mistake? Was the deed a fraud? The next day, I called the realtor, who assured me everything was legitimate. Still, Evelyn refused to leave. She'd appear at odd hours, banging on the door, leaving baked goods on the porch with notes that read, "This is my home." The neighbors whispered about Harrow's widow who'd lost everything but her pride. I wanted to feel angry, but her desperation tugged at me. I'd known loss too, the kind that hollows you out. Then came the twist. One evening, as I sorted through old boxes in the attic, I found a yellowed photograph tucked inside a book. It showed a young Evelyn, smiling beside a man and a little girl in front of this very house. My stomach churned. Had I taken something that wasn't mine? That's when Mr. Harrow, an elderly neighbor, knocked on my door. He was frail, his hands trembling as he handed me a bundle of letters. "You need to know the truth," he said. The letters were from Evelyn's husband, written years ago. They revealed that the house had been sold to settle crippling debts after his death. Evelyn had been told, but she'd refused to accept it, clinging to the house like a lifeline. The sale had been legal, the deed transferred long before I came along. Evelyn wasn't a squatter, she was a woman broken by grief, living in a reality she'd constructed to survive. I confronted her the next day, the letters and deed in hand. Her face crumpled as I read the truth aloud. "I just wanted to keep them alive," she whispered, tears streaking her cheeks. "This house, it's all I have left of them." I could have called the police, had her removed. Instead, I sat with her, listening as she spoke of her daughter, now grown and estranged, and her husband's laugh, which still echoed in her dreams. We struck a deal. She'd stay until she found a new place, and I'd help her pack. It wasn't easy, every box felt like burying a piece of her past, but it was right. In the end, the house became mine, but not without cost. I walk its halls now, knowing they hold Evelyn's memories as much as my hopes. Sometimes, I catch the faint scent of vanilla, a reminder that home isn't just a place, it's the stories we carry, the ones we fight for, and the ones we let go.